Hello, everyone. Welcome to jarofwords.com. Another session on Hot Seat. We've got one of my fantastic friends, another very inspirational woman. Safieh John is here. Hello, Safieh. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Hello, everyone. Hello, dear Shahide. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yeah. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? I mean, for me, you always remind me of Community Doosti, and I can see your name on the screen is Doosti at Salford. So tell us a little bit about yourself, first of all, and how are you involved with Community Doosti?
Yeah, thank you very much. Uh, to be honest, I can't separate community Dusti from my current situation, from my life. It was an idea that I wanted to set up a NGO. At first, it was idea about NGO, then changed to community.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to give a little bit information about why I wanted to do that. Originally, I'm from Iran.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Bijar, a small city that's part of Kurdistan. When I was 4, I moved to Tehran, not alone, definitely with my family. Then for years I lived there, grow up, study, get married. Uh, so I had my family, and 2011, I believe, I moved here. I was part of an NGO, non-governmental organization, and the NGO aim to support asylum children. Most of
Mm-hmm.
them they were from Afghanistan, and we had a child label as well. We provide some education opportunity for them. I wasn't alone. We were a team. It was many lovely people. They were there. They were volunteer. And so when I came here, that's why I wanted to start to do something. At first, the idea was have an NGO and work with children, but then I realized children's life, children's rights is different from Iran, and start working with asylum seeker and refugee family.
Mm-hmm. So is it since 2012? Did you
Eh,
say?
I can say, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Step by step, we grow up. But the idea was from 2012, and at 2030, yeah, we started. And
Okay.
first, I would like to introduce Doosti. Doosti means friendship,
Mm-hmm.
and in Farsi means friendship. And so many people when they are asking what is means of Doosti and they mention friendship, they say, oh, that's it's really good, and automatically they are thinking it's a friendly group. And one of the aim is bring people together, doesn't matter which background, people regardless their race, religion, culture, ID, they can join this group. And so this is Doosti. We had a lot of activities, such as still we have some of them, such as English conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not ESOL course, but give service user to find information, to learn how they can, for example, go to GP, go to shopping. And another activity is about art session. We have some art session as well. For the years, we had dance, different
Mm-hmm.
type of dance. It wasn't just Persian dance. Another part of Doosti activity is have a partnership and collaboration with another community. This is, I believe, this part is really important for our group, because at that situation, other community can find out more about what is Doosti, and we can celebrate Refugee Week, International Women's Day, and be part of Manchester Festival. So, yeah, this is Doosti again.
Yeah, a good way of collaborating different groups from different backgrounds to celebrate. And this is something that's been missing, particularly the past 2 years. I know that you recently have gone back to the university and started being a student again. You started another course. So tell us a little bit about that. How does it feel to be a student amongst all the other things that you do?
Oh, yeah, it's really important for me uh, to be a student. The reason why I wanted to be a student again, my background is I studied environment health
Mhm.
about more than 30 years ago in Iran. But when I moved here, as you know, asylum seekers or refugee, they need time to settle down and step by step to learn about new society, what's going on, about job, education, friendship, and all of that. And so at first, I started to learn English in college. But alongside, I tried to be volunteer with different organizations. I found out all English conversation, ESOL course, and volunteer opportunity. It was really important for me. I learned a lot, but encouraged me to go to uni to improve my English and learn more about being for example, how we can do job in professional way, not just being a volunteer. And so I went to Bolton University. At first, I studied social science. Then it was an access course. Then I went to community development youth work. It was my degree. And currently I'm studying social care, health and well-being. It's my in my master level, and it's 2 years. As I mentioned already, the group, regardless any race, religion, culture, any ideology, it's open for everyone. The service user, they are Farsi speaker, but the group is open. We had and we have people from different background. It's not just for women. The member from Syria, from Eritrea, and from Congo. It's open group. We have a Facebook, we have WhatsApp.
I share the link with people once the video goes out. So I'll be
Thank you.
as a link, and through there, people could find more information about what you do. So what's your strategy in terms of dealing with difficult times? How do you motivate yourself to carry on?
uh, you know, the life has a lot of up and down. It's not just for me, for everyone, and everyone has a unique method how
Mhm.
deal with the difficulty. Uh, Personally, I'm thinking uh, the life has a lot of positive things and fantastic things. It's not just the dark side. Some days when I watch a news, just cry, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm desperate. I can't help them. Why happens something like that? But again, I take a moment. Okay, what is my role? How can help someone? So this feeling, it's really important to do something, not just for yourself, for society as well.
Mhm.
Because when you are thinking people need you, it's not just about the money. Give people I'm not wealthy person or posh to give, no, about time, about information. If you give information to people, if you be there when they need you,
Mm. Care for them, basically.
if you encourage them to do
Mhm.
something, it's really important. And when you are doing something for people, reduce your anxiety, reduce your stress,
Mm.
reduce your loneliness, and so uh, you don't think about dark side of life. Sometimes my friends say, oh, you laugh a lot and we can't believe you cry. I say, yes, I'm human.
Mhm.
Believe me, sometimes really I cry a lot, but after that I'm thinking, okay, I need to do something. Crying doesn't solve anything, and so do something. And another thing is, I believe everybody has a potential and ability and a skill to help people to do
Mhm.
something. Every day you can do something, and it's really important. Instead of thinking, oh, the world is horrible place, we can't do anything, it's alive. Let's
Have an
enjoy
evaluation,
that.
think
Think what's happened, and you step back and you think what happened, what's your lesson. But if just you stick in the past and think, okay, happened something bad, you can go forward. And so it's really important. Think about today. Think about today. What can you do? Every day we need to do our best.
True.
And this is really important.
Mhm.
Step by step, we need to go forward. We can change a lot of things at once. And
at the
so,
same
same time, we don't stick in the past and think a lot about the negative things and
Mhm.
take it easy. But again, we need to take responsibility about our life and what can we do about people. We can't just ignore a lot of things that happen around us. And some people, they are thinking, if you, for example, turn on turn off the TV and don't listen to news, okay, you are relaxed, you are calm, and so don't have a stress. But I'm thinking, no, we need to know what's happened, what's going on around us. We know what's happened in, for example, our life, our neighborhood, community, country, but we need to find out how we can take part.
Mm.
This one, I believe, it's really important. That's why I believe it's really important to join a community, join a group that you are thinking you belong to that group.
Mm.
You can do something. One thing's important about our community, I believe, it's we are not do any activity about religion or politics. That's we are thinking the group, regardless all different things, can be a place bring more diversity, more opportunity, people be friends together, to be there and help each other, help themselves. That's why instead of ignore the things, be part of activity.
Mhm. Nicely said. Thank you, Safida. One of the things that I ask my guest to respond to is a question about a book or books that they have read and has had an impact on their life, basically. So if you were to introduce such book, what would you say? What would you introduce to us?
Mm. Uh, you know, as my life as a person who for years lived another country then moved to another one,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things has been changed. One of the things that is really important is reading. When we are living in the first country, our country where we born, we have access to our language,
Mhm.
which was Farsi. So we had access to a lot of event translation book, and I study some books that really I love them. But when I moved here, I tried to find some of that book in original language.
Mhm.
To be honest, it wasn't easy. Still, it's not easy to follow all the writing. Uh, but it's really interesting to find a book at the years you read it and you learn a lot. Here I have two books,
Mhm.
and so I would like to introduce to you. One of them is this one, The Origin of the Family, Private Property and the State, from Friedrich Engels.
Mhm.
The book, uh, in fact, is based off research that Morgan I need to find the complete name. Morgan was a scientist who
Mhm.
studied about different family, origin family in different country, and so Engels and Marx, based off that evidence, special Engels write this book. I believe it was about 1884 or 5, something like that.
Mhm.
And so still I need to learn a lot from this book. The book is about the family during a century, the family which now it exists, it wasn't. That's before, for example, industrial revolution or feudal system. This kind of family is after industrial revolution when the
Mhm.
capitalists exist. And so still I'm thinking special people who they want find more about social science, give them this book, give them a lot of information about them. And another one is this one, The Second Sex, and by Simone de Beauvoir.
Mhm.
Simone de Beauvoir was partner of Sartre about 35 years ago, something like that. I studied this book in Persian, and recently I found this book on charity shop.
Mhm.
And so again, this book, it's really important. It's not, we can't divide the social science from our life. It's really important to, I believe, especially for women. It's not just for me. I'm not feminist to divide for women or men, but it's really important. The last book recently, I read it. This one,
Oh.
someone donated to community Doosti,
Mhm.
and it's a £1 book, but
Mhm.
fantastic story.
What is it about?
This story uh, is about, at the same time, there are two different tele. One story is about a Syrian asylum seeker
Mhm.
who escaped from war and came to UK. Another story is about the young lady, teacher who live in Ireland society, a small city with different people. The story give you some information about culture, about education, about women's situation. When I read this book, I felt my life is there. I felt my friends, life. How is life around us? And I could understand two different things. One of them being a woman Another one being a refugee or asylum. It was two different feeling, and this book give you different feeling. It's not just one side. Okay, how is life in mind of asylum seekers or women? And so I believe it was really interesting story.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. It's amazing what treasures you can find amongst £1 books.
Exactly.
Right, good. We are getting towards the end of our chat. What's in store for you? Do you have anything, any project going currently?
Yes, uh, I have a short-term plan and
Mm-hmm.
long-term. One of them is currently I'm working on a project, and hopefully we can receive the funding. That's the project is about empowering women, their confidence, learn, go forward, and it's really important provide a training course for them uh, that's in future give them some opportunity to work. One of the project is that, and another one that's really important, it's carry on my study. And so but it's really important be with my family. It's really, really important
Mm-hmm.
to have a balance of
Yeah.
all the things, not just focus on one part. Shahira Jan, I know you have a fantastic ability and skill about writing. I know how you are a creative person and you are successful.
Thank
Uh,
you.
so once you came to our community and you take part of a reading session,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was that time you introduced your book. That's
That's
why I
fine. Yeah.
really enjoyed the book. Uh, at that time, we had a conversation if in future both we can work together and provide some writing session for
Yeah.
service user. Just I was thinking we can, for example, provide writing. People can write some story, probably not many pages. Just
Mm-hmm.
each of them they can write down just few sentences even.
Yeah.
And so I believe sharing this story help them, and it's really good to people find
Okay.
out what is behind the refugee or asylum seekers life,
Mhm.
and how we can work and live together.
True. Yeah.
Really important.
Yeah, yeah, it's been my pleasure being involved on that project with you and looking forward to future opportunity to, as you said, um, writing sessions, creative writing sessions, or writing their life story would be fantastic. Yeah, it's all valid points that we need to gather. It's part of our living history in a way that you may or may not come across it in um, big organization, but I think it's up to each and every one of us to hang on to our stories and share that, and through that a lot of learning that comes with that is transferred to others and to the community. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. So is there anything else that you would like to add before we say goodbye?
I want to say a big thank you to you and your team for
Thank you.
providing this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's
Great
been
job.
Oh, it's been an honor to have you here with us. So thank you for accepting our invitation.